I'm Joe Giglio for NJ Sports Now on this Monday, June the 15th. 5 games now into what has been one of the most entertaining and really riveting NBA Finals in some time. LeBron James leading the Cavaliers, so undermanned outside of their one great player against a truly great team. The 67-win Golden State Warriors. Through 5 games, Golden State now up 3-2. The odds say they're going to finish this off, whether it be in Game 6 tomorrow night in Cleveland or back Friday night in their building where they have been so dominant this year out on the left coast, out in Golden State. And when you start thinking about who might be the Finals MVP, the natural thing to think is the best player on the winning team. That, of course, would be Steph Curry. He had a big Game 5. If he has a big game moving forward in 6 or 7, he probably wins it. Former 76ers forward Andre Iguodala has done a little bit of everything, including great defense. He's in the mix. But for me, win or lose, this should be the second time in NBA Finals history a player, possibly from a losing team, is that good, that dominant, and that deserving of the NBA Finals MVP. For me, win or lose, LeBron James has been the MVP of this series. And really, we can look at the numbers and we'll talk about them. But when you break down what the true meaning of MVP is, most valuable player, I don't know how you could have watched a single second of the first 5 games, and judging by the ratings, many of you are watching most of these NBA Finals. I don't know how you can watch any of the NBA Finals and not realize, if you just break down the acronym, most valuable player, LeBron is that by leaps and bounds over anyone on the basketball court, including Steph Curry, including Andre Iguodala, including Klay Thompson. Anyone the Warriors throw out there, LeBron is better. He's more valuable to his basketball team than anyone is, even if this is ultimately a futile effort and a losing effort for the Cavaliers. I mean, the numbers for LeBron in this series are absolutely staggering after another big performance in Game 5. 36.6 points per game, 12.4 rebounds per game, 8.4 assists per game. Only 3 players in the history of basketball have averaged that in a single game in the finals, let alone averaging it for a series. That, of course, would be Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, and James Worthy. They're the only guys to do that over one game. LeBron has now done it on an average over 5 games in this series. He has been that great, something we have never, ever seen before. He's the only person to have 35 points, 11 rebounds, 11 assists in an NBA Finals game. And he's done it 3 times in this series. Since 1986, he's the only guy to do it. He's done it 3 times in this series. He has literally carried an undermanned Cavaliers group on his back. I think they're going to go back and win Game 6. I think this is going to go Game 7, and from there, the Warriors will be the favorite. From there, you can say anything happens. But for me, win or lose, regardless of how this series ends, LeBron James is the MVP, and he should be the second MVP if the Cavaliers do lose. First, it's Jerry West, way back in the 60s, to win the MVP in a losing effort. I know people like to say winners are the MVP. Well, LeBron James, what he's done in this series, it transcends results. His game, his ability, and what he's done for the Cavaliers, it has been historic to watch. And even if his team doesn't win it, he's the most valuable player. I'm Joe Giglio for NJ Sports.